Hey 958 fans, if you have a V8 958, the alternator is a water-cooled alternator. And so just like the rest of the cooling system on these cars, a lot of these plastic fittings just don't age well over time. And so in order to make a 958 road trip worthy or just adventure worthy, replacing these two plastic coolant lines, that's the inlet and then the return line from the alternator is there. These two lines tend to corrode, break, and then we have a leak. And so the normal approach to doing this is through the right side, passenger side fender wheel well. You can see as we approach this, it's a mess. This is a turbo looking in from this direction. It can be done. I've done it numerous times. So going through this opening in the wheel well is the approach to do it, unless you happen to also be doing the timing chain guides. When the timing chain guide work is being done, it's really easy to access these. And so the process to remove and replace these little lines, they're just two hose clamps that are removed. And once the hose clamps are removed, these hoses are not on very hard. They don't really even need a tool to undo. Just by grabbing them and wiggling them side to side and then giving them a little bit of a pull, they can be undone. So you'll see, there we go, we got the return line off, and each of these little fittings is then held on by a single screw as well. So first step is undoing those hose clamps and then pulling these hoses off. Now the feed line is removed, and then undoing the small torque screws. There's just one on each of them. If you're able to get a direct approach to this, which is actually possible with a ratchet, when the timing cover's off because the chain tensioner is not in the way. Otherwise, you're going to have to be using a small little combination wrench. A little 8mm would be fitting on this thing. But just getting this one little screw out allows us to then wiggle off the plastic fitting. You can see this one was about to go. So taking it apart, it just kind of crumbles apart. And that's where we have a problem with these things, is they crumble apart and then start to leak. So once it's removed, that's the old one removed, it's important to make sure you get out whatever was left behind. You can see this little portion that has to be picked out. Just using a screwdriver, it will just pop itself out here. And then if you're doing this, such as we are now, where there is no timing cover installed, you can actually peek inside just to look and make sure you got everything out. But just inspect all the parts you remove to make sure it comes out in one piece. The feed line here, as we're taking this one off, this one actually comes off in one piece and doesn't just crumble apart. There we go. We got that one off in a large single piece. And what we're replacing these with is a lifetime warranty replacement by URO Parts. Makes this aluminum piece with the O-rings attached that isn't going to fail. So placing these is really important to evenly push these down when you're installing them, because they're actually pretty easy to just squish or tear that O-ring. So it takes quite a bit of feel. You got to make sure that when you're seating it, you can feel it evenly be pressed into position so that you don't end up nipping the O-ring. And so this is a good example here. It's got a good view from the side, but what we're trying to do is in an even fashion, so not angled or anything, just slowly with a little bit of pressure until you can kind of feel that it sinks right into place. If you don't get it in right, you end up pinching the O-ring and it leaks. So here's an example of one where these fittings are installed, but it's actually leaking because the O-ring itself got pinched, and it's too hard to see in there with all that stuff in there, but the pinched O-ring isn't going to let it seal well. So be careful putting those in place. Once they are put in place, the small screw is screwed in. 7.5 foot-pounds is the torque on these little M6 screws. And now it's just a matter of getting the hoses put back on with the original hose clamps, as in this case. So doing this fix, one thing now we can put out of our mind as a concern with regards to the stability of the cooling system of the 958 V8. This is one of the areas of concern. Other areas that need to be dealt with on these V8s, we're seeing a little tiny set screw in the very back. That's the crossover pipe on the back of the engine on the bank 2 side. Additionally, so that gets pinned. The other areas to pin if you've got an older thermostat housing. these two return and outlet pipes need to get pinned. And then the final thing is the coolant vent line that's underneath the intake. These tend to age out pretty quickly. So if this thing is 6 years old or newer, you could probably leave it in the car and be fine, but any older than 5 or 6 years, I'd be replacing this as well. So if the vent line's replaced, if the thermostat housing is pinned, the rear crossover is pinned, and we've taken care of the alternator lines as shown in this video, you've got a Cayenne 958 V8 that you can take on adventures like this and be confident that you're not going to end up getting stranded from a cooling system issue. So thanks for watching the 958 Garage.